You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, we got a big story in here about the Washington Commanders and, well, the NFL. And there's a couple of major names that are coming out of this story that are involved, well, at least talked about. And I'm talking about one, Roger Goodell, and the other is Jerry Jones. James O'Keefe, of course, everybody knows who James O'Keefe is. Of course, he does all the really good undercover stuff online where he exposes people, generally from some kind of an interview or a date that he has set up. And we've done a few videos around him in the past when he's come up with something, but this time, this is around sports, and this involves the NFL Commanders VP of Content Labels, and this is, I want to make sure I get this guy exactly right. Vice President of Content, Rael Etienne, is the guy that was actually involved in this interview, and I'm just going to play the first, say, minute and a half of this. You can go to James O'Keefe's actual Twitter for the rest of it, but I will go back and we'll touch on all the specifics because the Commanders have suspended this guy in light of these comments about the NFL, about Washington Commander players, and about Jerry Jones.
Okay, just walk me through again your breakdown, your description of the Commanders players.
Over 50% of our roster, right, is either white religious, and God says, fuck the gays.
Meet Rael Etienne, the Vice President of Content for the Washington Commanders.
Another big chunk is very low-income African-American that comes from a community that is inherently very homophobic.
Rael Etienne goes on to say some of the NFL players are, quote, dumb as all hell.
Would you say most people who work at the NFL, with you as the exception of your former boss, would you say that they're just not very smart?
There's just obviously a spectrum, but
yeah.
I've met some very, very smart people here in the NFL.
What about, like, the players?
There's some that are dumb as all hell.
Commanders VP of Content, Rael Etienne, discussed his disdain for NFL fans to our OMG American Swiper, stating they are, quote, high school educated alcoholics and mouth breathers.
Most of the fans, I would say, are high school educated alcoholics.
So they're like lower class people.
I hate to use that term. I would just say mouth breathers. I know, it's way worse.
He revealed that his job is to essentially operate, quote, state-run media.
My job is to sell hope to the fans, right? I need them buying tickets. When there's not much hope to sell, I still gotta dig deep to find it.
Why do you think there's not much hope to sell right now?
Because we had like pipes leaking sewage on our fans in the middle of a game. And I have to put out a social post saying like, it wasn't sewage water, we promised. That is state-run media.
Wow. I did a story on that, by the way, last year when the actual sewer pipes at FedEx Field were leaking on top of fans at the game. Yikes. And this guy, I guess, was involved with having to spin that, and he's telling you it was total bullshit what I guess he was instructed to put out there. So, this is exactly what he would go on to say. This is like a 10-minute long video. When asked to describe Commanders players, he says a big chunk is very low-income African-American that comes from a community that is inherently very homophobic. I love hip-hop. Hip-hop is very homophobic. It's a cultural thing that I hope gets better. Etienne also criticizes the NFL's progressive initiatives as performative. I think some of us knew that, stating that their NFL social justice efforts are a performance for the sake of public perception. Well, the whole DEI thing is a farce in any industry. I mean, it should be anyway. When asked about the NFL's commitment to Black Lives Matter, pride, diversity, equity, and inclusion, he bluntly replies, it's to make as much money as possible. That makes no sense. No, I mean, that's turning a lot of people off. Advertisers may love it. Maybe they do. Fan bases don't. So the people that's actually spending money on your product and coming to games, that's turned some people away. A team further denounces NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell as a $50 million puppet controlled by owners, and team proceeds to accuse Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, whom he claims really runs the NFL, of harboring deep-seated biases, saying, quote, "I think he hates gay people and black people." What in the world is your... I don't know what he thinks his actual facts are to back that up. I don't know. But nonetheless, the Commanders have gotten this dude out. The Washington Commanders have suspended an employee who made the comments about the team's players being anti-gay, accused Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones of being racist and anti-gay, and called NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell a, quote, $50 million puppet. The team said it has suspended Vice President of Content Rael Etienne, who has been with the organization for 4 years, for comments he made to undercover reporter for the O'Keefe Media Group. According to a social media video from the media group, Etienne had met with a reporter on a dating app, Hinge, and met with her twice at local restaurants. Quote, "The language used in the video runs counter to our values at the Commanders organization," a team spokesperson said in a statement. "We have suspended the employee pending an investigation and will reserve for, further comment at this time." Well, O'Keefe added a little something extra to this. This guy has went into like major lockdown mode. He's made his post protected on this, and he took down his website. Pretty interesting. I mean, seriously. Taking down his personal website, removed his LinkedIn profile picture in lieu of the released OMG's undercover footage of a teen's controversial statements made about NFL fans, players, and owners. I don't know how in the world this guy at this point, honestly, probably keeps his job. I don't know how he pulls that off at this point. I think O'Keefe may have put up another video on this somewhere right here. Here it is, where he talks about what this guy has now done.
So we have an update with the Washington Commanders Vice President of Content. He's taken down his website, Rael Etienne Content Strategist. That's private. He's taken down his X account. The posts are now protected. And he's strangely removed his photo off of LinkedIn. Video is out. We're going to get more reactions. American Swipers coming in. You know how to sign up. O'KeefeMediaGroup.com/swiper. Stay tuned. You like the jacket?
Okay, so anyway, James O'Keefe, of course, does a lot of good things over there with the O'Keefe Media Group, but this guy's suspended for now. I don't know how he still has a job unless the Commanders are like, if we fire this guy, he's going to sue us. But at this point, how in the world can he stay around after the comments he's made? Now, the one thing I can add to this, because I've covered a lot of NFL, especially, well, on this channel and the other sports channel, is that it's pretty well known that the NFL is sort of run by Jerry Jones, Stan Kroenke, Robert Kraft. I mean, the commissioner does represent the owners. That's his job. Now, he's made some terrible decisions, the commissioner has, and he himself almost got run out. For example, remember Ezekiel Elliott? I mean, Jerry Jones wanted him out, but the other owners saved Roger Goodell. He's a terrible commissioner. He's one of the worst in sports history. I mean, let's be real. And all of the DEI initiatives and everything, yeah, they should be trying to stay away, as far away from that crap as they can. The Black National Anthem, it doesn't make the NFL look good at all. You know? As far as players being uneducated and this and that and the other, well, there's some players that come across as maybe not went to class in college too awful much. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. So, you know, there's that, right? I think there's probably a lot of intelligent players in the league too, but you get my point. I noticed the response on this video has actually been kind of mixed. on James O'Keefe's Twitter feed. A lot of people were asking, is this supposed to make the guy look bad? Was this supposed to make the NFL look bad? What was the purpose? And some people didn't necessarily take it, I think, the way that it was thought it was going to be taken anyway. But nonetheless, I don't know how he keeps his job after trashing Jerry Jones and Roger Goodell. We'll have to see. It's the DEI is, it's all, I mean, that's made up, manufactured bullshit for the sake of social media anyway. And all DEI programs ought to be abolished. Nobody should be making decisions based on people's skin color or their sexual preferences. That's trash no matter what. Now, this guy seems very pro-pride, I guess. And that seems to be his number one concern is the NFL and how they look at gay people. Why are you even worried about that? I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.